a career year in his 11th big league season. Career high 14 wins, career best 3.21 ERA.
They've simulated what they can do and played to their strengths for 162. On 3-2, Tatis grounds the ball to Dansby. Swanson, former Gold Glover at short, cleans it up for the leadoff out of the postseason. A man with all kinds of October experience, Machado. Rockets the ball to third. It's picked cleanly by the rookie Matt Shaw. Left side of the infield, rock solid. And a 1-2-3 for Matthew Boyd. It'll be Bush, Horner, and Happ when we come back.
Talked about the D and didn't even get to Matt Shaw over at third base. Great reacts on a line drive to get the last out.
Pivetta, 32 years old, and he too having a career year.
A long fly to center from Bush, driving Jackson Merrill to the wall. That is a well-struck ball, but well-struck balls at Wrigley Field the last couple of years do not go terribly far most of the time. A long fly out in what has become this windy pitcher's haven the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, well, it's pushing in, and it's slightly pushing in today, and that definitely kept that ball in the ballpark. But think about this, 110 of his 190 strikeouts have been on the fastball.
Warner slaps the ball through the right side. He's got the first hit of this wild card series, appropriately so for the Cubs hits leader. Just a 229 hitter, 309 on base all time in the playoffs. And Tucker strikes out here, 96 above the zone. 2 Ks for Pivetta and a scoreless first. And for Matthew Boyd, a 12-1 record at home, a Game 1 start in Chicago. He's got a little flare to right field that will land from Jackson Merrill on his way to second. Merrill with a hustle double. Trying to spoil this emotional Game 1 for Boyd. He's got the Padres' first hit.
Look where this pitch is located too. This is so part of the Padres and what they can do. And this is a slider in off the plate. But when you have a swing that's just trying to put the ball in play, this is what Jackson Merrill. But watch him out of the box. As soon as he recognizes this ball's going to drop in, he's not thinking base hit, immediately thinking two. What would have been a single for most turns into a double for Merrill.
Bogarts to left center field. That ball is blistered by Xander Bogaerts. One hop off the ivy. Forget moving the guy up on a routine grounder. Bogaerts scores Merrill on a double and takes third on the wayward throw. San Diego strikes first in the wild card, and Xander Bogaerts, back from a fractured foot, is right back in the swing of things.
Well, I tell you what, the Padres, man, I know their offense hasn't been great all year long, but you look at what they did in the month of September. Nearly 5 runs per game, and this is a mistake right here. Just a heater right in the heart of the plate. And this is how you put barrel on ball. And as you said, KB, forget about trying to move that runner up. I'm going to move him up, all right. I'm going to move him all the way to home plate, and Bogaerts does it. A bullet out to left center field. Pete Crow Armstrong quickly gets it in. Then you got a short hop over at the shortstop position. Ball gets away.
A wonderful addition from the White Sox. Sheets with a pop-up, shallow left, Swanson and Shaw, and it's the third baseman Shaw for out number 2. On an 0-1 count. Swings away, hits a tapper to Swanson. Padres get one, and only one. They leave Bogaerts at third with nobody out, but do open the scoring in Chicago.
Not a thing. We're going to give you a bunch of numbers throughout the day, but they don't mean anything right now.
Shallow center field, Merrill got a good jump. And the former infielder Jackson Merrill, who's gotten way better in center field, makes a fine catch.
Look how far he's got to come for this too. I mean, that's the biggest thing. You got the sun, you got all the factors. I mean, he came a long way to finish this off. Suzuki getting a curveball below the zone to even plop this down there.
Well, Jackson Merrill had himself a year last year, didn't he? Was an all-star, finished second, and the rookie of the year was Silver Slugger.
Kelly with a foul tip strikeout, another fastball, and Nick Pivetta is letting it eat today. He struck out 3 of the last 4.
He is just letting it rip at the top of his zone. And again, his 4-seam fastball, folks, for 2 reasons. 1, it plays better at the top of his zone. 2, he's eventually going to get to that curveball. That curveball will come out of that same window. A high fastball will eventually set up a good overhand breaking ball right out of the top window. But right there.
Only throw 1 breaking ball in the inning, and there's Cubs number 2.
Yeah.
Right on cue, he hooks him, and Pivetta strikes out 2 in a perfect second.
Well, you get a guy chasing heaters up, and you got a curveball like Pivetta got, so I'll tell you what, it's going to be really, really tough. 3 heaters up, and then Uncle Charlie on the pass list tonight. He just buries a breaking ball to get the last out.
I mean, it would have been hit all day long, but that's a win for Chicago.
Machado will take his walk. So the leadoff man is on for a second time for San Diego. There's a bunt laid down by Jackson Merrill. San Diego's small ball is in full effect. Merrill, their franchise center fielder. Unselfish play, is second sacrifice bunt of the year.
Padres lead the big leagues in sacrifice bunts. This has been a part of their game the entire season. Here in the postseason, you don't expect it to change very much, regardless of the batter that's up.
It's about knowing who you are and what you do the best. But because they got a lockdown bullpen, that's how they play the game.
Well, check swing from Bogaerts. A charging Shaw steps in front of Swanson and does not have a play. Bogaerts moving well, just back from the foot fracture as an infield single. He's 2 for 2, and the Padres have the Cubs cornered.
Well, Xander Bogaerts, I'm telling you what, a career-high stolen bases this year. I know he's had a foot injury, but 20 stolen bases. He gets out of the box. And when this ball gets by Boyd right there, it's a foot race right there. You see Shaw coming over doing all he can do. But to answer your question, is Bogaerts healthy? The way he got down the line right here, I would say the foot's not bothering him right now.
Played and hit brilliantly against lefties, something he hadn't done most of his career. This ball fisted to shallow center. Swanson makes the catch and throws a lob in plenty of time to the plate to hold Machado. Dansby Swanson robs Ryan O'Hearn for a second time with a runner at third.
Athletes, I mean, that's what Chicago's got so many of defensively, and to me, it's about the drop step. Watch the drop step to create the angle to be able to get this. This looks like an outfielder. A lot of infielders can't make this drop step to catch the ball out in the grass the way Dansby Swanson does this. And watch the ball tail towards the line, and he reacts to stay with it. We're going to see a whole lot of defense in this series, especially from this Cubs defense.
You hit it to the 2-time Gold Glover, man. He is going to make the play more times than not.
It's a footwork that his wife Mallory would be rather appreciative of. 2 on 2 out. Gavin Sheets high in the air to right center. Suzuki and Crow Armstrong. PCA makes the catch. Matthew Boyd once again wriggles out of the straitjacket.
Where it's at right now is fine.
Drill to left center field. Seiya Suzuki. He rips it through the Wrigley wind into the brilliant sunshine, and Suzuki ties the score in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. Last 4 games in the regular season, he adds 1 more in the playoffs.
6 home runs in 4 games, and he gets the fastball finally more down in the zone. Pivetta, after the pitch, said he wanted that further in. The reason why, Suzuki, he's got those levers that he can tuck close to his body to get the barrel to an inside pitch. Perfect execution there.
One of the few mistakes Nick Pivetta has made today. And this is what the Cubs do, man. 54 more home runs this year than what they hit last year.
Kelly with a high drive to center field. Merrill is back. Sheets at the wall. And this one's gone. The Cubs smash out of their slumber with back-to-back home runs in the 5th. Suzuki and Kelly put Chicago in the lead. A postseason roar we haven't heard in Wrigley for a long time now, as Carson Kelly puts the Cubs on top.
And it was against the best stuff. I mean, this is the pitch that has been getting the swing and miss, that has been getting the dominance against this lineup. The fastball up, but you now get second time through the order in the adjustments. Suzuki, now Kelly. This is above the strike zone. As soon as you meet this, you greet it on out of here. Back-to-back home runs for the Cubs.
The game is about making adjustments. And Nick Pivetta dominated the Cubs through 4 innings with fastballs up. Well, he's reading Manny Machado at third base. If you look where Manny Machado is, Manny is well overplaying the shortstop position.
Well, you know what? Maybe it was worth a shot. He strikes out swinging. It's the 7th for Pivetta.
Good four-seam fastball again right at the top of the zone where Nick Pivetta has had so much success. Pete Crow Armstrong's been chasing that ball today at the top of the zone.
Swanson frozen, and Pivetta's rebounded with back-to-back punch-outs.
The exact same pitch because you got a pretty good feel for it.
Pivetta strikes out the final 3, gets struck on the first 2. The Cubs were dormant for 4 innings, only 1 base runner until Seiya Suzuki's titanic line drive shot tied it. And Carson Kelly, the Chicago kid, puts the Cubs on top in the opener at Wrigley.
All elevated, too. It's not like it's down the zone. Little breaking ball. Did he go? Yes, he did. Well, after that many fastballs, it's really hard to make adjustment on the breaking ball. I mean, it was a steady diet of 99 to 100, top shelf, and then you bend the little breaking ball. Breaking ball actually backed up a little bit. A little backdoor breaking ball. There's a look at it. See it spinning, but instead of it going right to left, went a little bit left to right, but... Come on now. How about 101? This is what I call some good old-fashioned country hardball right here. Here's my best. See what you can do with it. And it is a smoke show right now by Valencia. That's all he's got right down the gut.
That's when it's at its worst.
Bogart's left center field. Daniel Palencia gets 5 outs for just the 3rd time this season. Feels like he could get 5 more. Nobody's touched him for 20 straight appearances, Miller. And there's a fastball. I mean, that's insane.
103.
What do you do with
Well,
that?
here's what you do off Mason Miller. You pick one or the other. I don't think as a hitter you can cover both 102, 103 miles an hour and a slider too. So you almost try to sit on one pitch and hope out of the 3 that you get or 4 or 5, maybe he makes a mistake with the pitch you're looking for.
2 strikes to Kelly. Have a seat. Back-to-back strikeouts for Miller. The Padres have punched out 11. Padres paid a big price to get him at the deadline. And right now they're pretty happy they did. That's the most unhittable stuff of the game from Mason Miller. 3 straight strikeouts.
I'll tell you, that's a big-time block, too, by Firmino who collects the out. Mason Miller doing his thing. This is what he does, folks. It is a smoke show when he comes in. And, oh, by the way, he can spin it, too. Punches out the side. Trout's had himself a nice year. 30 holes. That leads the Padres. Tied for 5th in the National League.
He gives up a line drive base hit to Dansby Swanson. The 6th hit for Chicago, and Swanson with his first.
Down here at the bottom of the order, too. This is the length that the Cubs have. Continuing to get hits and just finding that fastball. Gets the 4-seam, plops it into left field. Continuing to move this order. Matt Shaw in the 9-hole and back up to the top.
2-1 to Shaw. One stays on. Butt laid down. Pretty good time for Matt Shaw's first career sack bunt as a big leaguer.
That's so good, too. Because Manny Machado over at third. You don't want to bunt it down the third base line because the way Manny Machado plays third base, he's looking right in your face. He'll get the out over at second base. Matt Shaw just punches it towards first base where Luis Arraez is. Well done right there.
Well, how many of these two we'll see failed attempts all throughout the postseason, guys who have never done it. So being able to execute.
Looks like they're going to walk. Michael Bush.
Now the Cubs will set up a righty-righty with Nico Horner. That's the first walk for Chicago today as Bushers on 0-2. And the dirt gets away from me. Swanson to third, Bush to second. As the Cubs read the dirt ball well for a wild pitch.
Yeah, Freddie Fermin had been really good today. He had blocked up a lot of balls in the dirt. This ball just kind of gets away from him. Looked like a breaking ball. There's a good look at that breaking ball. But see, it's overcooked right there. And you see how he never could square his shoulders as a catcher. You want to be able to move quickly and be able to square your shoulders up to home plate where the ball hits your chest and lays in front. He never got turned all the way around, but that was a tough chance.
Infield in 1-2. Hunter center field. Merrill from shallow center. Swanson back to the bag at third. Merrill's throw home off the mound. Cubs extend the lead on a sacrifice fly from Horner, and it's 3-1 Chicago.
That's what you call understanding the situation. You can see Nico Horner, he wasn't going to do a whole lot to this. He knew the runner was at third base, less than 2 out. He just wanted to shorten his swing and just put a ball in play. See that little short swing? He just jabbed at it. That's understanding the situation. Shoves it deep enough to push home Dansby Swanson. Cubs up 3-1 now.
And strikes out. A changeup by Peralta, the signature pitch, ends the inning. Cubs get one more. Part of the order for San Diego coming up. Padres need 2. A 2-2 from Keller. A little ground ball to short. Swanson's been flawless. He stays. Kittredge perfect in the 8th. Fly ball to center. Jackson Merrill. Crow Armstrong in front of the ivy for out number 2.
This look easier than it was, and we've talked a lot about the sun, but it's also understanding where the ivy, the wall, everything that's coming. His ball continues to carry. Off PCA, just go back and fight that sun. I mean, he's looking right into it. It's the second out of the inning.
7th pitch from Keller.